Now, to start with our topic, first, what is trigonometry? Trigonometry came from the Greek word trigono, which means triangle, and metron, which means measure, and combined them both together, and it was formed trigonometry.
So guys, what is SOHCAHTOA in trigonometry? In a triangle has three parts, which is the hypotenuse, the longest side, the opposite, which is the opposite of the data, and the adjacent in the opposite of the opposite.
Trigonometry may not have its direct applications in solving practical issues, but we can use this in various things, in the things that we enjoy.
Trigonometry used in different professions. Much of architecture and engineering relies on triangular supports. When an engineer determines the length of cables, the height of support towers, and the angle between the two when gauging weight loads and bridge strength, trigonometry helps him to calculate the correct angles. It also allows builders to correctly lay out a curved wall, figure the proper slope of a roof, or the correct height and rise of a stairway. You can also use trigonometry at home to determine the height of a tree on your property without the need to climb dozens of feet in the air, or find the square footage of a curved piece of land. Trigonometry also plays a major role in musical theory and production. Sound waves travel in a repeating wave pattern, which can be represented graphically by sine and cosine functions. A single note can be modeled on a sine curve, and a chord can be modeled with multiple sine curves used in conjunction with one another. A graphical representation of music allows computers to create and understand sound. It also allows sound engineers to visualize sound waves so that they can adjust volume, pitch, and other elements to create the desired sound effects. Trigonometry plays an important role in speaker replacement as well, since the angles of sound waves hitting the ears can influence the sound quality.
Electrical engineers and trigonometry. Modern power companies use alternating current to send electricity over long-distance wires in alternating current. The electrical charge regularly reverse direction to deliver power safely and reliably to homes and businesses. Electrical engineers use trigonometry to model the flow and the change of direction, with the sine function used to model voltage.
Today, we are going to make an inclinometer from basic materials you can find at home. An inclinometer is used in order to find angle of elevation or depression from one point to another. Our goal is to find the distance between point A, which is the person using the inclinometer, and point B, which can be anything. The materials used are one large straw, a protractor, a piece of yarn, and some tape. Here are some examples.
For example number 1, we want to find the distance between Regina and the tip of the triangle on a post. The post is 3.15 meters high, and from where Regina is standing, its angle of elevation is 50 degrees.
According to the problem, the angle of elevation is 50 degrees and the height of the pillar is 3.15 meters. Since we are given the angle, now we'll be using the formula for tangent, which is opposite over adjacent. Now we will substitute the value of 3.15 for the opposite and x for the adjacent. Now we will find the value x using algebra. Therefore, it will become x over 13.5 over tangent of 50. Therefore, the distance between the angle of elevation and the height of the post is 2.64 meters.